What's going on, everybody? My name is Chris, aka RoboPack92, and you are watching This is the Waypoint, the one and only Star Wars show right here on the Shared Screens Podcast Network. Now, of course, I've been hosting this a long time. My other host / co-creator of the show, Josh, is here with us.
Howdy.
Up in the corner, sporting a photo of the galaxy's best deadbeat dad, is one Jim Tasty.
What's up?
And then rocking the ones and twos, as always, your boy Alec Bobko.
Hello.
So today we're doing something a little differently than we normally do on This is the Waypoint, which is we're not talking about Disney Plus shows for once. Don't worry, we'll still be doing our usual weekly discussions on Kenobi because it looks excelente. But we've kind of wanted to shake things up and kind of expand some of the stuff that we do here on This is the Waypoint. And so I've got some cool things we're going to talk about. This is going to be a nice, quick, and easy podcast and should be just a nice little something to get you through the next couple of weeks while we wait for a Lego Skywalker Saga to drop in
2 weeks
what,
away.
2 weeks? Yeah.
Game of the year 2022, baby.
Cody 2022, baby.
Go to 2022. Elden who? You
Elden,
know?
what?
Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
In the trash where it belongs, and I'm not just mad because I'm stuck in Stormville Castle, not at all. Anyway, today, the time of recording is Wednesday, March 23rd of 2022, and some big, fat, whopper, giant news dropped today, at least specifically for me, because y'all, if you know me, you know I've been waiting on this for a very, very long time, which is the Cal Kestis Legacy Lightsaber releases this Friday, the day when this episode should be going up, at Galaxy's Edge. It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I've been in love with this saber and this hilt since like they showed off the cover art for the game.
Oh yeah,
first teased it, and
that first teaser was just the lightsaber.
This. And I've been in love with it ever since. And when the game dropped out, like all the influencers kind of got this hilt, like a standalone piece. And I was like, turn this into like a lightsaber, please, for the love of God. Put it in the Force FX line, like do a wide scale release. This isn't that, but this is as close as we can get.
So part of the reason that this is such a big drop is that in, I believe it was mid 2020. Disney Parks put out a survey. They were like, hey, we have a list of potential lightsabers that would come out as legacy replicas. Go vote for these. And I think Cal Kestis won by a landslide. I voted for it like a bunch of times. I'm going to be 100% with you. And what's cool about the legacy lightsabers, of course, is that they are metal. I have the Ben Solo one here. They're actual metal. They're dual ready if that's your thing. I wouldn't recommend these if you're going to get into dueling and that sort of thing, but they do look very, very good, especially on camera, and they sound great, and they're hefty. They feel good to hold. They look awesome. What's cool about that one is, minor spoilers if you haven't played Fallen Order, he does kind of repair the end of it, and you find out it was a double-bladed lightsaber. This does come, the bottom of it screws off, and it comes with an adapter, so if you buy 2 of them, you can make it the double blade, like in the game, which is also very cool.
The picture I have pulled up.
Yeah, you might be able to see where the scene is.
Mm-hmm. The adapters, yeah. Which was my first thought seeing this morning. Is I was like,
can I make 2?
Yeah, can I put them together? Can I make 2 like in the game? Can I just be a little devious, make 1 blue and 1 green? You know, like I hate being separated into these camps where you
cannot.
Yeah, the team
it's
green
locked
saber,
blue.
Team blue saber. Damn,
it's locked blue. The legacy sabers are always whatever color it is, and so we see in the photo it's blue.
Oh shit.
That's one of the Savvy's lightsaber. He went and built one, and that's what the green lightsaber is.
Gotcha.
See, I thought he was just putting in the crystal there and making it green.
No, the crystals only work for the build a lightsaber at Savvy's. So it's blue only. Yeah, the only legacy lightsaber that can change colors is the Clone Wars Ahsoka legacy lightsabers. You can choose between blue and green on that one.
Right, which that makes sense for sure.
Something I just noticed looking at this photo here is if you look like just below the emitter, like it would be like right here comparatively, that's where it's got the ring to hang on the lightsaber clip. You can see like the little black circle there. I was wondering where they were going to put that. So it is lightsaber clip compatible, and damn, it's pretty.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Absolutely, it is.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
They really did.
I was curious as to how the scale was going to look because the legacy ones, in order to fit the blades in them, like they're a little on the thicker side. Yeah, you know, it's I don't think they're uncomfortable or anything, but they are a little bigger than they would appear in like the movies or games or that sort of thing. But yeah, that looks really natural. It looks very, very good.
I love the
I'm stoked.
texture of the grip because they nailed that.
Yeah. The broken piece too, like all the wiring, exposed wiring, everything. It looks incredible. Please, wide scale release this for the sequel or like anytime. Like just
Force
drop this
effects
as a
would be
sequel.
great because
Yes,
otherwise you're gonna have to
absolutely.
find a smuggler to go into Galaxy's Edge and get one for you. And so like people that like go to parks and buy Disney products like as a service for you, like that's a thing you can find online. Like just be like, I want to buy this thing, and then they'll go to a park and find it for you and ship it to you, and they, you know, they take a little off the top or whatever. And so that's like a whole like business some people make, and I just love the idea that they're at least within like r/Galaxy's Edge on Reddit, everyone just calls them smugglers as like an in-universe way of talking about these people that go to Disney parks to buy things, and that's adorable, and I love it.
I love it, but like my like OCD ridden ass is like I can't have somebody else touching this thing. Like only I can wield the saber, right? So
It
I
would come
can't
in a
have
case. It'll be in a case.
But still, you know, I'm like I need it off the shipping line and in my hands, hands only. Only I get to wield it. Or else I'd 110% do that.
The lore gets weird when you think about like the fact that at Doc Ondar's at Galaxy's Edge, like they sell the Darksaber.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of Disney employees have died in combat, you know?
100%. Everyone has to fight over it. You actually don't pay a single price for it. You just have to
You just have to win.
And beating in combat. 100%.
You just have to win, bro.
Oh yeah, they hire incredibly strong people to fight you.
Yeah, so
also
not a widespread release, but at least on the upside, like so far they have not discontinued any legacy lightsaber. So I don't see that trend continuing. I feel like this is around for the long haul. So hopefully sticks around, and I can afford a smuggler to go grab one for me.
Right. I also love seeing Cameron out here picking it up, doing the promotional shots, handing out around the park. You can only wonder why he's there. Maybe something a little bit more than than just some fun at the parks. You know, maybe.
I'm glad you mentioned that, sir. Because
Beautiful.
boy, do I have some real good news for you. On top of that, though, I do want to shout out like his little like tattoo bound that he wore. He very clearly wore like some very Star Warsy clothes, and I appreciate that.
100%, absolutely.
You know, he's a big Star Wars fan. He did a video with Funhouse where they played Star Wars games. It was really cool.
I watched that. That was great.
But we have word from one Jeff Grubb, who has not yet led us astray in terms of Star Wars rumors. He's always been 100% on these things. I'm confident he's got a man on the inside who has guaranteed that we will be seeing Jedi Fallen Order 2 at Star Wars Celebration. When is that? At the end of May? Into April? Something like that.
Yeah, end of May.
It's end of May. That's what I thought. Cool. Which is exciting.
Yes.
I know some people might be like, well, yeah, it's a Star Wars thing, but hey, there were no guarantees. You know, it's always nice to have a confirmation of sorts, and Jeff Grubb has not let us wrong yet.
Right.
And Grubb plus trust.
And Club we twice.
Words are hard, okay.
Words are hard, man. It's been one of those days too.
They're all made up.
I have a theory that we will likely be seeing some form of like just like quick like reveal or cinematic trailer at Celebration, and then getting some legitimate gameplay around E3 time. I know EA doesn't attend E3.
Well,
EA Play Live
EA
also
isn't happening. Yeah. Well, that's not happening this year.
Live or just EA Play at all?
Live, I think.
EA Play Live. Yeah, the one that's usually around E3 time or a month after.
Right.
Interesting. They can't.
I assume we'll still be seeing something around E3 time, whether they're at E3 or they just put it out online.
True.
True. I think we'll see some gameplay in the summer, and again, the rumor mill around that game. Once more from Jeff Grubb. Jeff has said that to expect to see the game at the end of 2022, so the end of this year.
Yes. He's been saying that for some time now. There were the
Months,
rumors
yeah.
earlier in the year, hence why the fantasy critic team, the Yummies, currently in the lead, did pick that up as our last free pick because in Jeff Grubb we trust, and the rumor mill circling is only get my hopes up. I'm not gonna lie, when EA Play was canceled, I was a little worried.
Hurt my heart a little bit.
But yeah, exactly. But also, they could easily partner with Xbox to show it off, like they did with the first game. Like Xbox,
Yeah,
like
I can totally see that coming up at the Microsoft event for sure.
hundred
Yeah,
percent.
I'm curious to see who'll get the marketing for it because it feels like it kind of bounces a little bit. Like the Battlefront games were on PlayStation, Jedi was
Yeah.
Xbox. Like it's been a little all over the place.
hmm Except maybe this time Xbox don't, and I think this is more of an EA problem. Don't show Darth Vader in the like last trailer before the game comes out, like you did the first time, or like any big spoilers.
It was like a
I'm
week
so
after it came out
yeah.
Yeah, I
It
thought
was
it
like
was like
it was
a week
immediately
after.
after it came
because it was
out.
Thanksgiving
thought it was
during one of the football games.
Mhm.
Oh, I thought it was Gamescom.
No, they didn't show him before, but literally, and I'm not joking, like a week after the game came out, they had like a quick shot of Darth Vader in it when I was like, that was not in any of the marketing material previously. I had just finished the
Yeah.
game before then too.
Same.
So I
Same.
was like, thank God I already finished it. I was like, I would have been pissed if I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, oh my god. Could you imagine a young Mando or Cad Bane shows up and they just put that in the trailers, like
Fuck,
oh
I'm
my
gonna be
god.
so fucking upset if there's just like a shot of Cad Bane real fast. Like,
Mhm.
how dare you? Cad Bane
Oh,
would be
yeah.
really cool. You can't kill Cad Bane though, so that would be really interesting to see how they would put him in the trailer because we know he lives all the way past Return of the Jedi.
Right.
Yeah.
Fascinating stuff.
God damn.
Fascinating stuff. I'm excited for that game. A lot of Fallen Order, like good eaten in this week, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
I went
Which
back
I
and
feel
played a
like that
little.
Which that might end up, I take it all back. That might be GOTY 2022 if I'm honest. If it does come out this year, sorry Lego Star Wars, but Fallen Order.
nah, I'm not for
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars. You can't hold us. You can't hold us goddamn stick to Lego Star Wars.
And not one
I-
stick.
no. But you love to see the mainstream kind of get more in touch with Fallen Order, just like in terms of like not everyone plays video games and the video game side of Star Wars, and you love seeing this side come into the spotlight, whether it be with Book of Boba Fett and the BD droid or the Legacy
Forgot about
Saber.
that.
And
That's right.
I hope we get some more of this. Maybe even a character pack in hit video game Lego Star Wars. The
Speaking
Skywalker
of,
Saga.
this
Boom.
week we received from both IGN and GameSpot the final preview of Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. We get a little more information in here, and I have some quick notes to kind of go over just some newer stuff that either we hadn't heard or seen before, or just got some soft confirmation on. Which one of the things that I like that GameSpot really touches on in their preview was just some references to Rogue One within the opening A New Hope level, which is
Right.
really cool. It opens with Princess Leia receiving the plans and going Hope, and then there's like some visual references of Darth Vader in a hallway,
hmm
kind of like a similar scene in Rogue One. Spoilers. Um, if you
Yeah.
haven't, but that was something I like. It's when I know we don't have a Rogue One level in the game, but it is
hmm
cool that they at least touched it a little bit.
Mhm.
Um,
Right.
something else that GameSpot really nailed on, which I at least personally hadn't heard before, was the fact that levels will in fact have branching paths. That occasionally there will be spots where you have a choice to make. You either go this direction, or solve this puzzle this way or in this way. And then
Mhm.
it's like 50-50, 100%. You can't go the other direction without replaying the level over again. Like you're tied to it. And I was like, that's really interesting. And now they
Damn.
did mention that a lot of times it does still kind of lead to the same outcome, but there are going to be
Right.
secrets and things
Mhm.
that will only be available on one side, which opens up some replayability, which I really like. That's cool. I
Yeah.
believe in the level they mentioned is the opening one for A New Hope, and there's like a door that you can either kind of hack into and do a little small puzzle there, while like there's a hallway you can go down, but the entryway is on fire, and there's a little puzzle you can do to kind of get rid of the fire, and you either the door or the fire, and that leads to it. All eventually still leads to you like going to like the trash compactor, but
Right.
you get there in different ways, and I think that's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's not like you're playing as Jango Fett and you're like, oh, there's Mace Windu. I can push him or I can retreat and live on this other side of the battlefield.
Retreat.
Run, Jango Fett, run!
Run!
He's gonna get you. You gotta get out.
Your jetpack is busted, bro.
You're gonna get got.
Love how that times out.
I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
I do like. Yeah, we were talking about this before that we recorded. Like, this game just seems so massive. Like, not only have they expanded on a lot of the content from the movies that we've already gotten, the games from previous games, because I think only 8 and 9 are going to be new, like brand new, and then they have like these like open world like space segments, and we were talking about like
combat that's going on in this game right now.
How long is it going to take to like beat this game? Like, it could be pretty extensive. Yeah, maybe I could see it for 100%. I could see that. Yeah.
From what I've gathered, it's gonna end up being pretty hefty because even though 8 and 9 are the only like new movies to the game, like
see, like that with
the rest of it's still a complete. And that's the spot. Actually, this is what I was talking about. That was the branching paths there. But what's interesting is that even though like 7 of these movies have already been in Lego games before, they're completely overhauled. Like it's not just lifting the original games and dropping it in this one. It's like they're all brand new, which is wild. The scope of this game is insane. You get this cool like over the like God of War over the shoulder style of camera perspective now, which is neat because I think that better kind of shows off the scale of everything. Like it feels large, you know?
Right.
It just looks massive. And the GameSpot preview, they mentioned that the reviewer in question had played for around 3 hours during this preview time, and they had to play it like over Discord with one of the devs like involved as well. And they spent 3 hours, and they got about halfway through A New Hope. That's 3 hours of play with no open world exploration and no side quests done at all. And I'm like, damn, that's 3 hours for one movie. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That sounds like a large game, especially when you consider that. I mean, it's a Lego game. There's going to be hella collectibles. They have this cool thing now where character types have like classes, and by doing the True Jedi thing, you know how you collect studs and eventually you can get the True Jedi ranking. That's now in 3 segments, and every time you fill out one of those segments, you get a Kyber brick, and those go towards adding new or improving skills on all of the class skill trees. And so those all get new abilities. The IGN one mentioned that for the smuggler, if you have like 3 Kyber bricks, you can get like this cool like slide and dash where you can shoot while you're sliding along the ground at the same time. And so you actually like unlock new abilities and things to do with this new like overhauled combat system, which is again just nuts. Like the scope of this game is unreal.
Yeah.
For a Lego game.
Yeah. No wonder it's just been like completely in the dark for the last 3 years since announcement, with like
delays
little
on delays
trailers
on delays
here and there, and then WB not knowing if they're gonna sell like
that was scary
games and shit like that. And you legitimately had me worried this game was never coming out. And here we are.
I did tell him it wasn't coming out a few times.
And I was so terrified. But here we are, 2 weeks away. The biggest Lego game to date. Like I can't believe it's real. I can't believe it looks this good. I can't believe the amount of
graphics
content.
are incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited to just jump in. No right looking as gorgeous as it does.
It's got no right looking as good as it, and it's got like combos and stuff in all like you got like third person style like shooting as far as like blaster combat, and the IGN preview even mentioned that like shooting like stormtroopers in particular spots, like if you hit them in the helmet, like the helmet comes off and it stuns them, or you can shoot them in the foot and they like grab their foot for a second and like they react to where you hit them. It's I also saw in one of their videos where like it's the hallway on the Tantive 4 and Leia's firing it and she hits something that blows up part of the wall and bricks fly everywhere. And then the stormtroopers start using the bricks to build cover for them to duck behind. And I was like, what the hell? Like that's so cool.
That's cool.
awesome.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, they mentioned like if you're a lightsaber wielding character and you use like the same combo like over and over and over again, the AI gets
Mhm.
smart too and starts blocking it and you gotta switch it up. And I'm like,
Ooh,
yeah,
okay.
man,
I
what
think
a
we
cool way to force some variety into what you're doing and not just
so I
repeating the same
think we
thing over and
saw
over.
that with in the Maul fight in that B-roll we had going where,
Mhm.
Obi-Wan was doing that and then Maul was just doing his crazy like block. He was just blocking everything he was throwing at him. So
So
Mhm.
cool. So cool. Yeah, it's wild to think that probably like the largest Star Wars experience that we'll get in a video game is going to be a Lego one.
I know.
yeah. Now
But I'm here
here's
for
the
it.
here's the question. What trilogy you guys starting with?
Sequel. It's the new content. I played Lego Star Wars 1 and 2 and Complete Saga as a kid, and I played Force Awakens when that dropped. And like I remember in 2018 being like, whoa, where's the Lego Last Jedi game? Like I want to play the throne room sequence. I want to play like
Yeah.
some of these great moments, and nothing. And then my prayers were finally answered in 2019 before Rise of Skywalker. They're like, here's all 9 movies in one game, and I can't believe it. But I gotta start sequel. Plus, I'm a slut for those movies. Like I know they got problems, but I still love them.
All the Star Wars
Still love
movies have
'em.
problems. Let's be 100% here.
Yeah, but
What
that's
about
where I'm starting.
what about you, bro? Where are you starting?
I'm
Attack of the
probably gonna
Clones.
start. I'm probably gonna start at episode 1 and just go through them in order.
Mhm.
'Cause, the sequel stuff's gonna be brand new, but I'm really excited to see also like the expanded content from the previous games slash movies because during that B-roll like we saw like almost like a like a RTS kind of simulator with the battle at Naboo with the Gungan army and
Yeah,
stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
that's really wild
that was
because
really cool.
in the original game they don't even do that. They don't even touch on that battle, right? It's just
Not at all.
I think it was
like
just a cutscene.
it's
Yeah.
just like the Padme
Like, yeah, I think you
slash
just play as like
Obi-Wan
Anakin
Qui-Gon stuff.
or Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, yeah.
Yeah, and so
Mm.
I'm
And we'll
very
likely
excited
be
to see.
flying around as Anakin as well in one
Yeah.
too. Like I'm sure that'll be part of
Yeah.
it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. And and then obviously like uh seeing like the expanded stuff on Attack of the Clones, like 'cause that's like the only movie that goes like into like Coruscant and stuff in
Yeah.
terms of like the underworld and
Yeah,
stuff.
there was a shot of I think it was Jango Fett like running around like the streets of Coruscant. I went,
Like I
what the
wonder
Yeah.
like I wonder if we're gonna get like a mission with from his perspective of like that
that would
assassination
be
event.
cool.
Because so that's
I
all
can see it
cool.
being like a side quest kind of
Well,
thing.
you saw
Yeah.
that speeder that Obi-Wan drives that fires lasers. Like that was just a normal speeder in the movie. It didn't have any
Well,
weapons.
I thought that looked like Zam Wessel's speeder, right? Or am I wrong?
Might have been.
Um,
It's too quick. I didn't see it. I'll have to look at it again.
but yeah, and then just going through the saga from a chronological order is gonna be great. And yeah, I can't wait to see all the expanded stuff. And then I think the new stuff from the last 2 movies will be the cherry on top
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
all this stuff we're gonna see, like all the original 6 is gonna be new kind of anyways. So that'll be a
It'll all
nice
be
cherry on
new,
top.
but it's those last two that are new.
Right.
Right.
If that makes sense. Which is so funny that you're doing sequels first, you're doing prequels first. I'm starting with originals and I'm going release
Uh-huh.
order. So I'm gonna do
Nice.
original prequel sequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Uh,
I like it.
yeah, do go movie order, and similar thing though. I get to see those last two as like the final like little cherry on top.
Mhm.
Like that's the new and do the throne room and everything and
Yeah.
the Death
Right.
Star duel on Kijimi and like ooh I'm excited. I
I'm
can't.
so
I'm
I'm
getting
excited.
just thinking about it.
Yeah. What about
Imagine what it's gonna be like flying above like the temple on Exegol and that sort of thing. Like, dude, that's gonna be
Mm.
sick, man.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see the new stuff. What about you, Alec? Have you decided where you're starting?
I'm thinking I'd probably do episode 1 because
Yeah, man.
Phantom Menace has always been a soft spot for me. So
Right.
Dude,
You can't go wrong with any of these.
I rewatched it like 2 weeks ago, and like it
Mm.
has that magic to it. Like,
Mhm.
granted,
d-
like I grew up on those movies, like we all did, and so,
Yeah.
but like I watched it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I mean, yeah, the Jar Jar parts still don't work, but
Phantom
everything
Menace
else.
is the one I saw the most in theaters.
Yeah.
I saw it 11 times because it was in a dollar theater next to the apartments we lived in, and yeah, my mom would just take me all the time. But I mean,
That's
I think
awesome.
that lends it because there's more practical stuff going
Yeah.
on in Phantom Menace that I think it helps kind of give it a little more timeless feel, if that makes sense. Now, granted, I'm
Mhm.
not knocking
Right.
Revenge of the Sith. The tech that they developed there is why we have things like the MCU and all of that stuff now.
Oh yeah.
It was very ahead of its time. Yeah, there is something special about Phantom Menace.
Well, I had
Um,
the original trilogy and watched that constantly. So when episode 1 came out, it's like, oh, new Star Wars.
Yeah, like new
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
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 that was a big
absolutely.
deal. And like Lego Star Wars 1 was the first one, and so there's that nostalgia aspect to like going back to those
Yeah, it was just
Dex's
the
Diner.
prequels. hmm
yeah, those
Yeah.
level settings
Hey,
and
old
stuff.
buddy.
Dude,
Ooh,
yeah,
I can't
like
wait to I can't wait to see Lego Dexter Jetster, man.
dude, bro, I said this to Josh, man. A key aspect of that character in that scene is showing that Jedi have like relationships outside of the order. Like they're like,
That's a good point.
Yeah,
They
man.
yeah,
do
man.
straight up say that Dexter and Obi-Wan are old friends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because that
Speaking
was
of Lego,
Dexter just feels like the homie, you
yeah.
know?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, Brett.
Oh, I didn't say like because in like a lot of the Legends, like Obi-Wan Apprentice books, like goes into like how the Jedi actually interact with like the real world and like
Mhm.
real civilians and stuff, and you don't really get to see that in the 9 movies, besides 2 a little bit. So very
In the
very
series, there was a short period of time where Obi-Wan leaves the Jedi Order and goes and joins a bunch of his old friends from before he was a Jedi, which was really
yeah.
interesting. And
I
they're all like, "Oh, you're all Jedi'd up now, herb, 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 herb." It was really cool.
I wonder if they'll tie into any legacy character content or Legends content, excuse me, with like
So
either in
as
the
far
base
as
game or a character pack, because that would be
So
very very
as far
cool.
I'm glad you mentioned character packs because the DLC for this game has also been revealed already, or
We all
at
got
least like
we
or
all
at
got
least
the super duper version, right?
the
We all
first
got that.
wave of
Absolutely.
DLC. I haven't pre-ordered mine yet, but I will.
Same. I haven't pre-ordered.
And so there's a small handful of character packs that have been announced. Now they have also said that all of these character packs will be out by the end of the year. So this
Ooh,
is
okay.
all year 1 DLC, which is
I think it was
interesting
like
that they
one a month, right?
something like that. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the first
Damn.
2 are at launch.
Okay.
Which if you pre-order the game, and so you'll get both of these on April 5th, which is the Mandalorian Season 1 and Solo: A Star Wars Story packs.
Mhm.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
the Mandalorian, of course, has Mandalorian and Grogu in a little
Grogu.
thing, Grief Karga, Cara Dune, IG-11, and Kuiil. The solo pack has Han, Chewie, Lando, and Kira. Also Tobias and
Yeah.
Enfys Nest. I actually didn't know that,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
which is rad. We get a young Han
Donald
Solo
Glover
skin. I'm
Lando.
only rocking that one.
Oh, yeah, that's what I did in Battlefront too. And also Donald Glover, Lando, absolutely my go-to Lando skin.
Now, also available. I'm sorry, there are 3 available on launch day because this article from dorksideoftheforce.com on Fansided mentions that available on launch day for those who pre-ordered the game or worldwide on April 19th. The classic characters pack includes Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, Darth Vader, and Lando Calrissian. Now they call them classic because it's the OG Lego Star Wars, like the physical Lego Star Wars releases. So they're the basic faces and the yellow pieces instead of the skin toned ones. Like they look like
Okay.
Legos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so yeah, they are just kind of like alternate outfits because obviously you're gonna have like Luke and Han and Vader. And
Luke,
all
not a part of the base game.
Yes, man,
You gotta pay up if you want Luke.
He's an Amazon exclusive. You get Lando
Oh
at
my
GameStop.
On top of that, later in the year, you will have the Trooper Pack, which features the Incinerator Trooper, Imperial Shore Trooper, shout out, the
Nice.
Mimban Stormtrooper, the Range Trooper, and the Death Trooper, which are all very exciting. Those are all kind of troopers from a mixture of Rogue One and Solo, which is really neat.
Mhm.
Mhm.
There's also a Rogue One Star Wars Story DLC pack, which includes, I believe, if you don't have the Trooper one, I believe it comes with the Shore and Death Trooper, but also Jyn Erso, Bodhi Rook, Cassian Andor, K2SO, Imwe, Pace Malbus, and Director Krennic. The Rogue One's, it's got the entire Rogue One cast in it.
Nice.
Nice.
And so it says the final 2 DLC packs And again, this comes out April 5th. The last 2 DLC packs come out on May 4th.
Oh, okay.
So all of
That's
these come out in the first
very-
month.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It says the
Insane.
first one is a Mandalorian Season 2 pack with Ahsoka Tano, Boba Fett, Bo-Katan, Fennec Shand, and Moff Gideon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thick Boba! And
Please.
lastly, and I'm really excited about this one, is the Bad Batch, Hunter,
Batch.
Wrecker, Tech, Crosshair, and
Yes.
Echo.
Mhm.
Or Eco, excuse me. And so that's
Echo,
in the
very
first
popular character. Echo
in the first
or
month.
Tech. Excuse me.
Tech, yeah,
I was
Tech.
gonna say I'd take Echo over Tech.
Echo
any
is
day of the
popular.
week. Yeah.
Wow,
Echo's dope.
bro.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So in the first month, they're adding almost 40 new characters into the game, and as we learned, I mean, they're all going to be different classes, so they will actually just play differently. It's not like the old
Right.
Star Wars games where they're just kind of skins. Like they're actually going to
Mhm.
function uniquely, which is cool. So I think there's somewhere around 300-ish characters in the game.
That's insane.
It is kind of wild to get a Bad Batch character and not have anyone from Rebels in the game, nor most of
Yeah.
the main clones from the Clone Wars in the game as well, like no Rex or Fives
Ooh.
or anybody like that. But the
Oh.
Ghost is in the game, which is
Do
very
we know
interesting.
if Rex not in the game?
Yeah, it's been confirmed Rex is not in the game. The
Commander
entire
Cody is,
cast
though.
list can actually be seen online. Cody is in it. Any of the clones that appeared
Yeah.
in the movies are in it, but none of the animated characters are in it yet.
That's
Right.
interesting
Which
because they had the Lego Star Wars Clone Wars game.
Yeah,
So
right.
which would have had like
Oh,
Fives and all
yeah.
them. Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought okay,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah,
they
it's an
could
interesting choice.
totally.
I'm going to assume we're going to get a Clone Wars pack and a Rebels pack at some point that'll have
Right.
new characters. And I mean, so far these are all just character packs. I don't think they've said either way whether they'll add more levels into the game or not.
Mhm.
That's what
Uh,
I'm interested in. Yeah, if they
but
do that.
it would be cool to see if they do something like Mandalorian or like I think Rogue One would be an easy layup.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
just something
honestly,
like that,
I
or
know
even
it's-
anything from Clone Wars.
Mhm.
I would say that or like Rebels would seem like awesome for a level pack and a character.
Oh
pack.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, Lothal, just
Yeah.
as an open world planet with some side quests and stuff in it. Yeah,
Mhm.
that'd be dope.
Right. Which, yeah, I'm totally fine because it is open world. I'm totally fine with just character packs. My dream,
Mhm.
going through Fallen Order again, I was like, where's the Lego?
Cal Kestis.
What is it? No, what is it called? Mantis. Where's the Lego Mantis? I would
Oh,
drop
Ooh.
$200 on a Mantis set. No, in a fucking
where
heartbeat.
where is the Lego Fallen Order
May
stuff?
4th, I want a Lego Mantis confirmation, and I want them to be like, and here's the character pack. You can play as Grease, Cal,
Oh,
Seer, Second Sister, and we know the man, the myth, the legend, Boba Freak playable in this. Give me playable BD1 as well, please.
playable BD1, baby, let's go.
Yes. Oh my god. That's the dream though. That's like upper echelon. This game's already like insane that it exists, but like if I could
Yeah.
have one more thing,
The
it would
cherry
be,
on
that would
top.
be
Yeah, I
that would be my
don't want to
star
get
in
greedy and be
Smash.
like put more planets into the game or that sort of
Yeah.
thing. I do
Right.
think it is right to have like additional big content drops like that where you could include just like fucking what's the planet at the end of Rogue One that I can't remember the name of with the beach.
Scarif.
Thank you. Yeah, you could absolutely do like Scarif or yeah, like we were saying, like Lothal for Clone Wars or something, or even just for Clone Wars. I feel like most of the stuff you could do in a Clone Wars pack would appear in planets that are already in the game. Even like imagine just having
Oh,
like a
yeah.
huge like Coruscant expansion. Like
Mhm.
I think that would be really interesting. And so yeah, it's that said, it's wild that this game exists. I have seen a lot of people that are very upset none of the Rebels characters or something are, and I'm like, look at how huge this game is.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
Plus,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the Skywalker Saga. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
it's kind of in the
I'm
name of the
Clone Wars.
game.
Right.
Whatever. I believe Cad Bane might be in the game though. I can't confirm that. I can't remember
That'd
that
be
off the top of
dope.
my head.
Oh
Either
my
way,
god.
it looks awesome. That's about all I wanted to cover today, boys. Y'all got any additional Star Wars stuff you wanted to throw out there before we take off?
No, that goes over everything.
This Saturday is the 20th anniversary of Jedi Outcast, so very excited about that.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good one. Tomorrow, if we actually get this up on Friday like we're planning.
Yeah, tomorrow. And then, of course, obviously, 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, a seminal film that changed Star Wars forever. Can't wait to celebrate that with everybody. And Star Wars Celebration, they're going to probably talk a lot about that movie. So, first one after COVID, man. People are ready for Celebration
People are
after
ready,
COVID.
bro.
People are ready.
I'm excited.
Awesome. Yeah, if you guys are excited about Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, as we are, I don't know, comment below. What are you excited to play? What are you excited to see? Which game or which movie trilogy are you starting first in Lego Star Wars? Also, will you maybe please go to Disneyland and pick me up a Cal Kestis lightsaber, please and thank you. I would really appreciate that.
Please.
I would really
Free,
love that.
free of charge though. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, no, just send it. I'm not gonna pay you for it. What are you nuts?
Yeah. Or
those things are like $200.
Pick up a dark saber. Let me fight you and win. So I can have it for free.
And of course, if you're not picking up Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga on day one, don't worry, because Brett and I are, and we will be streaming it on twitch.tv/JimTasty and twitch.tv/RoboPack92. So come hang out with us. We very much appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe on this, all that stupid fun YouTube bullshit that we do. And we will see you at the next Waypoint.